Yo, what's up everyone? Kyrios here, and today we're going to do a brand new Claudia review on if you should pull, and I'm going to get some misconceptions cleared up right away in the beginning. So let's review if Claudia is good and if you do need her or not. So before we get started, hit that like and subscribe. Go check out our Tower of Fantasy playlist, and let's get started. Let's get our big tip out of the way. Big tip! And this isn't really a big tip. This is more just clarification. I guess that's the word I'm looking for here. Now, there's two things I want to say real quick. One, Claudia is a support DPS. Her auto attack damage is really not that good. You're not going to use her for auto attacking. There's way better characters out there, from Crow to Samir to Lyra, even Lin Yi to Saki to I think even King could probably outpace her. I don't know. She's a support DPS. You're going to use her for her skill. You're going to use her for her ultimate for stacking buffs, and we'll talk about that in just a second. And then secondly, if you're looking to fit her into any of the meta comps, which once again, check out my meta video, whether it's Frostvolt, whatever comp you're looking to do, Claudia is in a lot of those viable options. But if you're looking to pull Lin Yi, you have to choose one or the other, right? Lin Yi and Claudia, except for the physical meta comp, take up the same spot. So if you're pulling for Claudia and you're also going to pull for Lin Yi and you're not making a physical team, you're going to be in a little bit of trouble. So let's go ahead and review the character. So talking about the character now, unfortunately, we don't want to translate the Chinese, and there's been some decent changes from the Chinese version. I'll link this in the description down below. But she has had a general overhaul or DPS increase. Now, that DPS increase comes out to about an 8% damage increase from auto attacking to skill to her abilities. And then she did get a massive boost on her 5-star. Now, 5-star is whale territory, so let's go ahead and get that. She is physical resonance, has a great charge rate, meaning that she's going to get you that discharge very, very quickly. She does apply grievous wounds, which is great for allowing you to do more damage. And just her aesthetics are killer. If you like that whole 3-star coat on the shoulders with no arms and stuff. Well, I mean, she has arms. She's wielding a sword, but you know what I mean. She has that look, right? If this is your waifu, you pull for your waifu, right? I'm gonna say that right out of the gate. If this is your waifu, you pull for waifu, no matter what I say. But you only get one. Remember, only choose one. You can't say everyone's your waifu. It's greedy, okay? Okay, so let's go back in. She is that physical. She's got great synergy. Her skill is absolutely amazing. It's essentially an Omni Slash. Hits up to 5 targets. Does a buttload of damage, and what I love about it is 15 seconds, and that's going to synergize perfectly with her 1-star when we talk about that in just a second. Now, the other thing I do like is that talking about her skill real quick, the skill is used in PvP all the time. So if you're really big into PvP, you're probably going to start seeing some Claudias in there. I don't really focus too much on PvP in these videos. Just know that when she comes out, she will probably be meta for a little bit in that PvP session. Her discharge is very good. It's essentially like a whirlwind attack that does a lot of damage. Now, you're going to want to do this being aerial and airborne, and we'll talk about why you want to do that in a second with her matrices. So you just want to get used to using her skill and her ultimate while you're in the air instead of off the ground in order to maximize some more of those that damage. So talking about her skills, honestly, for me, for my free-to-play community out there, her breakthrough is the 1-star. Each time you hit a skill or a discharge, can increase your damage by 8% for 25 seconds. You're gonna see that in the buff bar down below, where you can where you have that attack increase. This is great because it increases the attack of everyone else on your team. So say you're a Crow main right now, it's gonna increase the damage of your Crow. Samir main, cool. Any other main, right? She's just gonna make them better, and she's gonna apply grievous on top of that. Absolutely killer. I do like the 3-star. Also, hitting a target with a skill or discharge applies war wounds to the target, which increases shatter effects or physical damage and shatter effects. This is only really good from a physical team. So if you're building that meta team, which is like Lyra, Lin Yi, Claudia, It's going to make your Lyra a lot better, and it's technically going to make your Lin Yi better because she inherits the properties of that, and she sort of becomes physical, right? And then the biggest buff that she had was this 5-star. Hitting a target increases skill damage. Now that's only the CN version. And what they did in the global version, as you guys can see here, assuming I could find it. Oh, here it is. 5-star buffs all damage. So that's a 20% buff increase. That is absolutely killer. But 5-star is whale territory. Now you can get 5-star for free as a free to play, but it's going to take you about 6 or 7 months of just really focusing in on that. And if you're going all in once again on a physical comp, probably what you want to do is try and get her eventually to 5-star. Her 6-star hitting the same target no longer reduces the damage dealt after using 𝙀𝙓𝙋𝘼𝙉𝘿 blade, or the discharge skill applies 1 stack of war wounds to all targets. This is really cool, but once again, just completely whale territory there, to the point that doesn't matter. Her big breakthrough is that 1-star. That's very, very good. Now, the biggest change that she does get is that physical resonance, where she gets plus 15% physical attack. This is really, it's going to help you on your skill. It's going to help you on your discharge, but it's really going to help you in that physical team comp. So just remember, if you're still a Crow main, you're a Samir main, or you're a Frigg main, or any other main right now, that's really not going to help you, but it'll help her do a little bit more damage. Now, remember, talking about her auto attack damage, she just does not do very good auto attack damage, guys. She is not your main DPS. She'll do good DPS on her skill in her ult, but even her quick slashing to her jump strike to her cyclone, it just does not do the best amount of damage. Her diving edge is not that bad. Now, her sneak attack was actually pretty good. I do not have confirmation of this, apparently, but air dive, dash attack, one of them was apparently nerfed or changed, but I do not have data on that, so take that with a grain of salt. But going over here to this Reddit, you can see that all her damage is increased from the CN. 42% for air combo, 46% for the bait or the new Claudia in CN. It's about an 8% increase. Jump combo, you're seeing about the same thing, 25 to 27. Suspend, 43 to 47. So you're seeing that damage increase over time, 70% to 76%. So we're getting about that 8% aerial. But once again, she does not really use that auto attacking. One would be the whaling matrix, would be Claudia. And the reason that we would do that is it increases damage when hitting someone in mid-air. So what I like about that is that you can use her skill, you can use her discharge, jump in the air, hit the discharge, jump in the air, hit the skill. It's just going to do more damage. And with the buffs to that damage, that's going to feel really, really good. And that's a really good 2-piece. Now, I really do like her 4-piece on top of that. That reduces the skill cooldowns by upwards of 1.5 seconds every single time you hit an enemy. Now, I believe this does proc multiple times off your ultimate. So just be aware of that. And then increases damage of discharge skills by 36% for 15. So this just makes her even more of a support. Now, getting a 4-set Claudia set is going to be very hard. Maybe eventually when the Claudia matrices go to the general pool and you get lucky and you pull it, that's probably how you're going to get that. If I was to pick a very low tier matrix to put on her, in my opinion, it's funny, all the other SSR matrices I'm not a big fan of on her. I would actually go back to the SR matrices, and there's a couple that I really like here. Echoes being the one I really love the most on her. Using a discharge skill on the current weapon grants 120 weapon charge. That allows you to switch back to your other weapon and do really good. You get another discharge really, really quickly. I'm a big fan of that one. Now, 𝙀𝙑𝙋𝘼𝙉𝘿 isn't bad, right? Increases damage, but you gotta let that stack up, and you're really not gonna be on her for very long. So I guess that'll increase your skill and your discharge. There's nothing wrong with 𝙀𝙑𝙋𝘼𝙉𝘿 on her. I just like, once again, I hit the skill, I hit the discharge, and I swap off her. Those would be the two that I would put, but you can really put anything there. Everything else works good. Crows, I can see, honestly. I'm gonna backpedal a little bit on Crows. 2-set Crow would be not that bad. If you could pull 2-set Claudia and 2-set Crow, that's probably going to increase her skill and her damage. So guys, hopefully that helped you out. Hopefully that helped you clear it out. So I want you to think long and hard about the teams that you're building, especially as a free-to-play. You can't just pull anyone you want. But if you do really love Claudia, I highly suggest you think about building that physical team. Lyra's very good. Lin Yi's very good. And they're going to be spaced out appropriately. Hopefully. We don't know what they're going to do in global. Let me know in the comments down below. Did that help you out? Did that clear some stuff out? Are you still pulling? Let me know. I want to know these things. Hit that like and subscribe once again. I'll see you on the next video. And peace and fist bump from me to you.